Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Breaking now, the Allegheny County Health Department just released its coronavirus report.
That's right, 11 new cases of the virus in the county since yesterday at noon. That is the lowest number we have seen in quite some time. There have been 904 patients who tested positive since the start of the outbreak. Sadly, though, there are 2 more deaths to report today. That brings the death toll to 26. 85 is the median age of those who have died. The health department also says 4 more patients were admitted to the hospital since yesterday. The state health department is set to release more details on cases in other local counties soon. You can look for that later in this newscast.
Today, the state Senate is expected to take up a bill that could reopen certain businesses, but many people say it is too soon. Senate Bill 613 would allow local businesses to reopen despite the ongoing outbreak. The House passed it mostly along party lines last night. Under the bill, businesses would have to follow strict CDC guidelines and essentially operate contact-free. The state health secretary and Senator Pat Toomey have both spoken out addressing their concerns.
Now's the time to begin the discussion about how do we gradually, carefully, and incrementally reopen our economy, because we're doing enormous damage.
I understand the legislature's concern about the economy and the desire to stimulate the economy, but now is not the time.
Governor Wolf has said this needs to be done right. His office says he will consider the bill if it's passed by the Senate, but he could still choose to veto it.
With the president pushing to reopen the country in just a matter of weeks, we're getting a look at how public health experts say it should be done safely. FEMA and the CDC are working on a national plan to reopen parts of the country by late May. The Washington Post obtained a draft. The report notes a phased-in approach, like opening up state by state. But Harvard researchers have a totally different message, saying social distancing may be necessary through 2022, unless there is a coronavirus vaccine available sooner. Public health experts stress there needs to be nationwide testing before the U.S. can safely begin to get back to work. Another point President Trump and some advisors are pushing back against.
Check your bank account. Stimulus checks were deposited today for people who filed their taxes online and had direct deposit. Meanwhile, the paper stimulus checks could be delayed so the president's name can be added to them. This is the first time a president's signature will appear on an IRS disbursement. And more details now about a new warning. Videos and online reports claiming that millions of Americans will have to repay the stimulus checks are not true. In the last few days, social media posts have falsely claimed you'll eventually have to pay it back. But the Treasury Department and IRS say you will not have to pay back the money in next year's tax filing.
Pittsburgh public schools are getting everything set for remote learning. It's rolling out in stages, and the first phase starts tomorrow. Teachers are in the process of getting in touch with each family to go over what remote learning will be like for students. The district also said that it will be sending out information on how you can participate in this new learning method. And if you don't have a device for your child's remote learning, the district will be giving that to you. Seniors should have laptops before they start online classes tomorrow. The district is working on getting those laptops out today. If your child is in pre-K through 11th grade, you'll be able to pick up an instructional packet at one of the 47 locations across the city starting tomorrow. And later this afternoon, the superintendent will be giving us more details that you'll need to know about that remote learning program. We will be there so that we can bring you the latest coming up tonight at 5.
We saw it coming. Changes to another big Pittsburgh event. The Three Rivers Arts Festival is going online. The Pittsburgh Cultural Trust says there's no way to hold the event downtown and keep everyone safe. Channel 11's Mike Holton spoke with organizers about the major shift.
The impact of the coronavirus pandemic is being felt worldwide. Many organizations and groups have had to cancel events and festivals altogether. But one Pittsburgh organization is not throwing in the towel just yet. They're just getting a little creative. The beloved Dollar Bank Three Rivers Arts Festival will look a little bit different this year. Officials with the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust confirmed the event will not take place in its normal physical setting. The summer staple that drives hundreds of thousands of people to Point State Park each summer will now happen online. The plan is to bring the favorite pieces of the June Festival experience to a digital setting. They're still ironing out the details, but it will feature food, music, photography, and of course the artwork. The Trust was forced to transition the event over fears of spreading the virus. They also had to cancel or postpone more than 100 arts, experiences, and opportunities. Organizers, though, say they are closely following public health guidelines and believe this option for the Arts Festival is for the best.
People's health and safety is our #1 priority. We would hate for anything to happen, for this to be, we just don't know a lot about the virus.
And that digital arts festival starts on June 5th. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, we're diving deeper into what else you can expect in the months ahead, plus how they plan to return to their original roots at Point State Park coming up in 2021. Reporting this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
A huge milestone on the road to recovery. The Butler Health System released its first COVID-19 patient who had to be on a ventilator. Our partners at Butler Radio shared this video on Facebook. They didn't release her name, but this patient, we're told, spent nearly a month in the hospital, and part of that time was on a ventilator. Butler Memorial Hospital has just 2 patients with the virus. Both are off ventilators and in recovery.
Allegheny Health Network is opening more coronavirus testing sites. It will now have locations in Braddock and on Pittsburgh's north side. The Braddock site is at the Urgent Care Center on Braddock Avenue. The north side site is at the former Divine Providence Hospital on Arch Street. They'll be open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. To be tested, patients will need a test prescription from an AHN-affiliated doctor, and they'll also have to schedule an appointment.
Enrollment for the state's CHIP program will continue through this crisis. The Department of Human Services also announced today families will not be denied or disenrolled from health coverage for financial reasons. And there will be no copay for COVID-19 screenings, testing, or treatment. Since the start of the crisis, we've covered a lot of stories about people helping people, and that is the case again today with another food drive. This time from the helping hands at the Millvale Food Pantry. Channel 11's Michelle Chavez spoke with organizers about how they prepared for the overwhelming demand.
The volunteers here say they've had to make several changes over the past few weeks with the increasing demand for food during this pandemic. The food distribution here in Millvale started at 10 this morning, and dozens of residents have since picked up food. A spokesperson for the North Hills Community Outreach tells us last month they expected 50 to 60 families. This time around, they've almost doubled the number of families they can serve, preparing 100 packages. Many residents wore masks, and the volunteers took even more precautions, moving the food distribution from inside the building to their outside parking lot.
And we're basically just going to have a straight line. They're going to come down, grab their bags, and carry on. As little touching as possible.
And once the demand for food goes back to normal, the community outreach says they'll be able to address other needs residents have, including unemployment. Reporting in Millvale, Michelle Chavez for Channel 11 News.
1,800 inmates at jails and prisons across the state are set to be released this week. The state corrections secretary is expected to give us an update on the process in about an hour. He says eligible inmates are people convicted of nonviolent crimes who are within months of their scheduled release, or those at high risk for the virus, like inmates 65 years of age or older, or with pre-existing conditions.
We can't stress enough that scammers are taking advantage of your coronavirus fears. And now the U.S. Attorney for Western Pennsylvania is saying that he is seeing scams at levels that he has never seen before. As of Monday, the FTC received more than 17,000 complaints related to the outbreak. And victims have lost more than $13 million. Most complaints in Western Pennsylvania include issues with price gouging and malicious emails. They're also seeing a spike in calls about your stimulus checks. The caller will tell you that you can get money faster if you hand over your personal information. Just remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Plenty of sun so far today, but temperatures are well below normal.
And meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking a bit of snow in her forecast.
Good afternoon, Gordon and Peggy. It certainly does not feel like April out there today. We've got plenty of sunshine, and you'll need the shades through mid-afternoon, but clouds are quickly going to invade the area. As we take a look at our visible satellite, those clouds will be approaching from the northwest out ahead of our next weather system that will be bringing that threat for rain and snow later this evening. Here's a look at our forecast today, up to a high near 46. The winds do become a little bit breezy. I'm tracking that wind and the timing of the rain and snow coming up.
One man is in critical condition after a shooting in McKees Rocks, and police are looking for the shooter. Police say they heard a loud bang after he crashed right outside the station on Bell Avenue last night. The victim had been shot in the chest. Police say the shots were fired at the intersection of Mary Street and Island Avenue. Allegheny County's homicide unit is investigating. So far, though, no arrests. And a 94-year-old woman just missed getting hit by a car that drove right into her apartment. Check out these photos we got from the woman's granddaughter. She says a man drove his car over the curb and right through her grandmother's apartment window in Saltsburg, Indiana County. She says she had just gotten out of that blue chair moments before the crash. Delivering breakfast and a smile, the local police officer going beyond the call of duty.
And a new warning for people who use Zoom. Why safety experts say you need to change your password.
How this local plant is cranking out parts that are helping to keep people here and around the world alive. During this time of uncertainty, we know you have a lot of questions.
If you're interested in a possible job at Giant Eagle or Amazon, we'll have links for you on our app and website.
Stay with Channel 11 for answers about coronavirus.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news in Westmoreland County.
A local police officer is helping families get the food they need while also supporting local businesses.
Our Jennifer Tomazic spoke to him about the show of support he got right off the bat.
See all that delicious breakfast food? Chev and Rachel's Diner in Emsworth whipped up this for local families. Ohio Township Police Officer Stephen Panormius is using money that he solicited on GoFundMe to give to local restaurants and catering companies. They're using it to buy food and volunteering their time to make free meals for local families.
Some of these places, like, we want to see them open their doors after this pandemic is open. and this is one of those ways where they could benefit. We're going to keep going as long as the money's there and as long as businesses are willing to do this. Just because the money runs out doesn't mean that families don't need food.
4 Ohio Township police officers delivered meals to feed 60 people yesterday morning. The next delivery is dinner on Friday night from Monteverde's Catering.
If you'd like to be included or your business wants to be a part of this, we do have more information up for you now at WPXI.com.
State lawmakers are considering a bill that ensures police and firefighters, but not medics, will get paid if they miss work because of the coronavirus. It would fall under an amendment to the state's Heart and Lung Act. That law requires certain emergency responders to collect their full pay when injured in the line of duty. It's unclear why medics were not included. We are finding out just how critical this local plant is to the nation's and the world's fight against coronavirus. Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie spoke with the people at Phillips Respironics about the key role of their 2 Westmoreland County locations.
Phillips is already ramping up its production to meet the desperate need for ventilators and other breathing equipment to help hospitals not only here at home in the fight against COVID-19, but also to help around the world.
It started in January with Wuhan, China, and the need for ventilators, and it's worked its way across many parts of the world, and of course we know about Europe and now here in the U.S.
As the pandemic grows across the globe, the need for vital breathing equipment inside hospitals has become dire. Phillips Respironics says over the past 3 months, the demand has been remarkable and unprecedented.
Our ability to help with the shortage around the world is just wonderful, but it's not nearly enough if you listen to the figures that are out there.
That's why the company is ramping up production of hospital ventilators. Leaders say what it normally produces in 6 months to a year, it's going to produce in just a number of weeks.
Getting to 1,000 units produced a week to doubling that amount of capacity, and we intend to do that. We're on track to do it by May, and then a 4-fold increase to 4,000 units by the 3rd quarter.
The company has 2 local plants in Murraysville and Lower Borough. Just this week, Phillips announced a large-scale production of CPAP machines, a smaller-scale ventilator producing 15,000 units a week at its Lower Borough site.
That we refer to more as a crisis-type ventilator that is ideal and very versatile to use for these type of COVID patients who are in the hospitals when there isn't an ICU-type ventilator available for them to use.
The company is working with FEMA to deliver 43,000 units to hospitals across the United States. Health experts predict locally the peak cases will hit by this weekend. Leaders with the company say there's a tremendous demand ahead that's yet to be seen, but the need being filled here is bringing a sense of pride to the Pittsburgh area.
The workforce in western Pennsylvania has always prided themselves for many years on helping people to save lives. And so when the call came in, you can just imagine the responsiveness that we've had from the workforce and how they've been tremendous in stepping up to deliver.
And here locally, the company is hiring as its production continues to surge. They have 2 plants, one in Murraysville and one in Lower Borough. Reporting in Westmoreland County, I'm Melanie Gillespie for Channel 11 News.
If you have a bunch of stuff to get rid of after cleaning out your closets, Goodwill is now accepting donations, but in a new way. Goodwill has opened no-contact, self-service donation areas at all 27 stores in our area. The centers are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This comes after piles of donations were just dumped outside several places that accept donations, including Goodwill. This video comes from the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. Workers ended up having to throw out many of those items that were ruined from sitting out in the rain.
A major water main break in Boston. Check it out, at least a dozen cars underwater here. The leak caused streets and buildings to flood and one road to buckle. One of the city's main 30-inch water lines had higher pressure than normal, which caused it to break. And a little snow and ice caused this giant pileup in Chicago. Nearly 60 vehicles involved in the chain reaction crash on Chicago's Kennedy Expressway this morning. 14 people were hurt, but will be okay.
Folks Hope you all are having a fantastic Wednesday. The winds will be picking up throughout the day. Those winds right now anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to see them peak as high as about 20 miles per hour sustained as we take a look at your wind forecast for the rest of the day today. These are sustained winds at 4:30 this afternoon. A couple of yellow shaded colors showing up where those winds could peak as high as 20 miles per hour sustained. As I mentioned, I think gusts could be up around 25 miles per hour from time to time throughout the afternoon and evening before they lighten up through the nighttime hours and into your Thursday morning. Thursday morning light winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here is a check of our storm tracker maps because I wanted to time out the clouds, the rain, and the snow across the area. You can see here at 2 o'clock we're still dealing with a good deal of sunshine across the area, but those clouds again will be invading from the northwest, and so will the rain and snow. That's a look at 6 p.m. You can see that rain up in Lawrence County, up around the Newcastle area, as well as in Beaver, and where it's cold enough initially up to the north, we'll start to see it mix with snow. You can see that snow flying in Lawrence County and around the Butler area, Beaver, northern Armstrong County, up toward Clarion at 7:30 in this evening, and that is according to our latest model data we have coming in today. Here's 9 o'clock with that rain and snow mix through Pittsburgh and Washington, Indiana. Greensburg still dealing with the threat for some showers, but that will change as we get cold enough there as well. Snow and rain mixed continues to push out of the area through the nighttime hours, but there will be a little bit of moisture still hanging around through the overnight where it will be cold enough for some snowflakes to fall. Same thing for Thursday morning, a few flurries around. Otherwise, sun and clouds actually to start the day Thursday with an increase in cloud cover throughout the afternoon, and that's the way it looks as far as the storm tracker maps. Temperature-wise, it will be a chilly day and a really cold night tonight as well. Temperatures will be falling down into the upper 20s, much like they did out there this morning. So once again, if you have any sensitive vegetation or flowers, you're going to want to wrap those up, protect those tonight before you head to bed. We do have that freeze warning that is in effect for Greene County as well as Monongalia County, 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. the way it looks right now as we head into the overnight and into tomorrow morning. Here's a check of the forecast hour by hour for tomorrow. 30 degrees at 8 a.m. goes to 38 at noon and 42 degrees at 5 o'clock. Aside from a few flurries out there early, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds and then increasing clouds throughout the day. Thursday will also be bringing a little bit of a breeze as well. Now, coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to show you the snowfall forecast for tonight. Plus, we'll take a closer look at this next weather system set to come in on Friday. But we are looking at snow to rain on Friday with 42 degrees, and your weekend is always in view. And we have highs that are going to be slated for the low 50s on Saturday with a slight chance of some rain and snow around in the morning, and then near 60 on Sunday.
Coming up, the push to have every American within 5 miles of a coronavirus testing site.
And a new warning, if you use Zoom to work from home or connect with family and friends, why safety experts say you need to change your password right now.
As we face this uncertainty of what's to come, we know you have a lot of questions. That's why our team is getting answers from the experts.
Can you still be contagious after the quarantine period? Luckily, the answer here is no.
Let's break down what this means for you. $1,200 would be given to individuals, $2,400 to couples.
The CDC says the risk of infection from delivery packages is likely very low.
In a time of crisis, turn to Channel 11 News.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
A lot of people these days are using Zoom to interact with friends and coworkers online, but experts are warning you to change your password. That's because more than 500,000 accounts are being sold or given away on the dark web and hacker forums. Experts say the accounts that have been compromised were taken because the user had been using an old password, meaning they had the account years ago and then just started using Zoom again without updating their password.
It shouldn't be long before the pharmacy down the street can test you for coronavirus. Last week, the government decided to allow pharmacists in drugstores like CVS and Walgreens to order and administer the tests that are FDA approved. Pharmacists are awaiting further guidance and training from federal and state governments before they take on this new role in the fight to stop the spread of the virus.
Between vaccinations and testing, I think those are going to be the two major issues that will be determining factors on opening the country to move forward.
The massive rescue deal passed by Congress last month means co-pays for coronavirus testing will be waived.
Call for action, one local organization coming up. The alarming numbers that have one group sharing critical information to one part of our community.
It's really impacted us. I mean, we have no money coming in.
Problems for the self-employed, why some could be waiting weeks for help.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Channel 11 Morning News brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
The State Health Department just released its report on new coronavirus cases.
Statewide, now more than 26,000 1,000 cases, with 1,145 new cases reported just since yesterday at noon. The department also reported 63 new deaths. 647 people have now died statewide. Nearly 81% of people tested were negative for the virus.
In our area, 11 new cases in Allegheny County today. Westmoreland County has 6 new cases. The total there now 237. And Indiana County has reported its first death from coronavirus. We have the cases for all of the local counties scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
We're learning just how alarming the COVID-19 pandemic is impacting the African-American community. In Chicago, listen to this, 68% of the deaths were among African-Americans. In Louisiana, it's 70% of the deaths. Yet, African-Americans make up just 30% of the population in both of those places. And one Pittsburgh organization has taken notice, getting information out to our African-American community to keep them healthy, safe, and educated. Channel 11's Ryan Houston explains.
A weekly conversation about race and the coronavirus was fueled after data was released showing that the virus was disproportionately affecting African Americans.
It was a feeling of, wow, we really need to do this not just one time, but do this consistently and get information to our community that our community needs. So hopefully, you know, Black Pittsburgh and the surrounding areas can avoid the same fate as the Black communities in areas like Chicago and Detroit.
Desiri X is the founder of One Hood Media. His nonprofit is helping to put on the weekly virtual town hall called What Black Pittsburgh Needs to Know About COVID-19.
They were missed early on in the Black community, and if you had melanin, you couldn't get corona, and you know, we just drank hot water, you know, 10 times a day. And so we just felt like it was important to have a medical professional.
Every week they have different topics and panelists from doctors, state lawmakers to healthcare workers. And they offer help for senior citizens, resources for mental health treatment, and break down the headlines surrounding the virus.
I really felt like I was heard, and it's a safe space to bring up those conversations, and I don't have to worry about, you know, flack or negative energy.
The cool thing about doing the virtual town hall and having it live on Facebook is we have community interaction. So we had about 500 comments.
They're not just all talk. The group bought 2,000 N95 masks to give to frontline workers for free. And their street team is going around in communities of color and putting up literature about COVID-19.
What we don't want to do is wait and take a wait and see attitude, because you know, in all these other cities, it starts kind of in a more affluent community, but it really begins to devastate our community.
Ryan Houston, Channel 11 News.
School bus drivers, cafeteria workers, and support staff, they're concerned for their jobs and paying the bills. They are the men and women who keep our schools running and getting your children to and from class. And on top of financial worries, many are upset about not being there for the students.
It is my pleasure to announce that Justin Brown is our non-instruction employee of the month.
It's moments like that Justin Brown really misses. Brown is a custodian for Westwood Elementary School, and Monday was his last day on the job. He says he's concerned about being out of work while the schools are closed, but he also just really misses the kids and teachers. And then there's Jane Casey, who's a school bus driver for Seneca Valley. She's also trying to adjust emotionally and financially.
Getting less money than what I was worried about paying the bills and stuff like that, but we're doing okay.
Channel 11 spoke with the local bus company. They say they feel for their drivers, but the main concern right now is keeping everyone safe.
You're not going to get any money if you can't get a hold of them to apply for anything.
Frustrated and looking for answers. That's how this man and thousands of other people who are self-employed or working part-time are feeling. As Channel 11's Lisa Sylvester explains, benefits for those people are still weeks away, as the state must build a different online platform for those claims.
Seems like Groundhog Day. Every day is the same.
Self-employed construction worker Patrick Coburn of Mount Lebanon says he's been checking the unemployment website on when he can apply.
Frustrated, and I'm getting really nervous because eventually the money's going to be gone. And then what am I going to do then?
Usually self-employed and seasonal workers are ineligible for unemployment. But under the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, workers will qualify, but the Federal Department of Labor is requiring these claims to be tracked separately than regular claims.
We're working with a contractor to get the program up and running. We want people to be able to start filing their claims within 2 weeks.
Dickinson says they expect the biweekly filing to be up a couple weeks after, adding those people should not apply on the regular unemployment website. Their claim will be denied and clog the system.
Please do not file a regular claim right now because it's going to be a completely separate application.
If you're looking to get that extra $600 a week, which is available to both types of unemployment claims, Dickinson says it will come later.
Just file normally, you're going to get paid normally with your regular benefits, and then you'll receive your FPUC benefits approximately 1 week later.
But for now, people like Patrick must just wait a few more weeks.
If I could get any money coming in, it will be a big relief.
The unemployment office says that it is seeing a record number of people applying. The best advice to check the website for answers, and if you still need answers, be patient. The office says that Mondays and Tuesdays are their busiest days.
Millions of dollars are coming to Pittsburgh International Airport. The airport is expected to get $36 million in financial assistance. Another $157,000 will be given to Allegheny County Airport in West Mifflin. And because the number of people going through security checkpoints at U.S. airports has dwindled from more than 2 million a day to fewer than 100,000, that funding will be important to keep workers paid.
Without this money, airports could be forced to close. If they can't pay their vendors, if they can't pay their rents, then they of course, will not be able to stay open.
The airlines will get a bailout, which will help pay workers through September and help keep planes in the sky.
Temperatures well below normal today.
And there's a bit of snow in the mix for tonight. Meteorologist Daniel Dozier takes us through what to expect.
Gordon and Peggy, it certainly feels a lot colder than it should for this time of year. We should be in the low 60s, and temperatures this afternoon are only climbing into the mid-40s. Here's the hour-by-hour temperature forecast tonight, near 40 at 7 and cooling. As promised, a look at that snowfall forecast. Little to no snow accumulation is expected here in the Pittsburgh area. Could see a little bit on grassy or elevated surfaces, but I think some snow is possible. Northern Lawrence County, northern Butler County, about a ½ inch to 1 inch, and the same thing here for the ridges, those higher elevations. We'll be back with another check of the end of the week forecast.
Workers are starting to repair the New Kensington church that was damaged by a tornado. Take a look at this video from our partners at the Trib. You see the workers taking down the damaged steeple at St. Mary's Church. The steeple is one of 2 that were damaged by last week's tornado. You can see part of the roof was torn off as well. So now they are covering up the hole to protect the inside of the church. We have no word yet on how long those repairs will take.
It's been 1 year since the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral went up in flames in France, and even after months of restoration, the full extent of the damage is still unknown. France's president said he plans to reopen by 2024, but reconstruction has stalled because of the pandemic.
It's such a waste, and it's such a trauma for the dairy farmer that has worked so hard.
Oh, it's a shame. Coronavirus forcing farms to just dump milk. Why dairy farms were already in trouble even before the pandemic.
I'm Lisa Robertson, and we're launching a special version of Local Steals and Deals, shining a spotlight on small businesses. They're the backbone of America, and we need them to thrive now more than ever. Join us in making a difference. Text USA to 65,000 to learn more.
As you can see, David and I are apart right now practicing social distancing, but we have been together for 30 years covering important news stories here in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Peggy. We've seen our communities come together through natural disasters, tragedies, and triumphs.
We've made it through those tough times, and we'll make it through this.
Pittsburgh, we are here for you every morning, throughout the day, and every night.
We'll get through this challenge together. severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
The latest now on the impact the coronavirus has had on the dairy industry. It's a big one in Pennsylvania. The state has 16% of the nation's dairy farms. Coronavirus has closed schools and hurt restaurants, and that's forcing farmers across the country to dump their milk. And just like gasoline, this crisis is forcing prices down.
The fear of the unknown has crashed the price by almost a third of where it was at.
That's on top of a 40% drop in milk prices over the last several years because of overproduction and more milk alternatives like soy milk.
Here in Pittsburgh, the city is creating a pilot program for urban farming. The women on city council and the mayor's office want the city finance department to find publicly owned lots that can be used for farming in the city. They say it's to fight the effects of coronavirus and cuts to programs that feed people in need. Walmart is expanding the availability of its grocery pickup service by adding more hours. The most at-risk customers will be able to pick up beginning at 7 a.m. at select locations and each day between 7 and 8 a.m. Customers over the age of 60, as well as first responders, customers with disabilities, and anyone designated high risk can schedule their grocery pickup.
The Pirates are doing their part to help find a treatment for COVID-19. 400 members of the Pirates organization are going to participate in a study on antibodies. The study includes 10,000 people across Major League Baseball. They will all get test kits that draw blood by pricking their finger and gives the results in 10 minutes.
We've talked a lot about anxiety and mental health lately. It can become an even bigger issue the longer this crisis goes on. Next, learning to cope with a new normal.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking news.
Every 10 minutes, Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
Every single time we go to Scott, he's bringing new information. He wants to make sure you're prepared for your day.
You ask Tricia, where is the closure? She knows it, and 3 ways around it. They're the best in the city.
Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
Another show of support in an illumination ovation. Buildings in downtown and surrounding neighborhoods lit up in yellow and gold, meant to applaud doctors, nurses, first responders, grocery store employees, and others working to keep the city safe during the outbreak. Behavioral health experts are sounding the alarm about the long-term impact of COVID-19. They're anticipating a sharp increase in demand for mental health services. Sarah Dolph has that story.
Awash in anxiety, struggling with stress. A recent poll finds nearly half of Americans say the pandemic has negatively impacted their mental health.
I feel like my anxiety is at an all-time high right now.
Mental Health America is seeing a spike in people taking their online screenings.
In younger populations, more than half of those who screen are screening at the level of severe anxiety.
Long-term effects will likely ripple across all age groups and could include sleep disturbances, hypervigilance, PTSD, and upticks in substance abuse, relapse, and suicides, resulting in a possible 10 to 20% increase in demand for mental health services.
We do have to be honest and recognize that if we ignore this or think that the mental health problems will just go away on their own, they're not going to do that because they never have.
The CARES Act, signed in March, included $425 million for mental health services, and advocates are pushing for more in future stimulus bills. At home, experts suggest Americans make mental health a priority now.
You can't have health without behavioral health.
Whether that's seeking mental telehealth or substance abuse services, or smaller steps like establishing healthy new routines. Tulane University put together a site with self-care resources.
These were designed so we can all take that mental break. Just relax. Give our system time to not be in an anxiety state already.
Learning to cope with a new normal that threatens mental well-being. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
You may have noticed you're paying more for groceries. Consumer advisor Clark Howard spoke with our George Estevez about why it's not price gouging and when you can expect to see the prices come down.
So one of the essentials, obviously going out and getting food because we're all spending so much time at home. But Clark Howard's here to talk about, I feel as though the prices are going up on a lot of these things at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. In fact, it's so distorted in the supermarket. The companies are still doing sales on items, and then other items are way, way, way up in price. And it's because of what's known as forward buying. A lot of consumers have been driving huge amounts of demand for certain product categories. And as supermarkets try to get them through the supply chain, it's caused a lot of the costs of getting those items on the shelf to go up. Now, supermarkets are not gouging people on these items. It feels like it when you see something like eggs being 3 times the price they were 2 weeks ago. But the reality is the marketplace is trying to adjust to huge demand in some categories and virtually no demand in others.
Okay, so it's not, like you said, it's about supply and demand, so simple economics here. And it's not price gouging, because normally we pay attention to price gouging after a hurricane or after some sort of disaster. That's not the case here.
No, no. In fact, do you know that normally almost half of food produced goes to restaurants? Right now, it's only 10% of food being produced is going to restaurants. So in so many food categories, once we get past this stage where people are buying too much stuff, worried they're not going to be able to get food later, we're actually going to have a surplus in many product categories, and the prices of groceries are likely to go down from here, not up.
All right, Clark Howard, thank you so much. Appreciate all your insight.
Sure.
And you can see more from Clark Howard on our streaming app. Just search for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our forecast for today, we have sun and clouds that will be continuing to build throughout the area. Clouds increasing, and it'll be a cloudy evening for us as more rain and snow moves into the area. In fact, take a look at our storm tracker maps. Through late afternoon, here's 6 o'clock, rain in Butler and Beaver, and where it's cold enough along the I-80 corridor, we're seeing that snow. Here's Beaver and Butler at 7:30 p.m. dealing with a rain and snow mix. Meanwhile, some rain moving through Allegheny County. Here's 9 p.m. It starts to turn colder, where our temperatures are falling into the 30s, so we're going to start to see some snow mix into the Pittsburgh area by this point. And during much of the overnight, it's going to be rain and snow for us, and eventually turning to all snow when it turns cold enough overnight tonight. So a few flurries or light passing snow showers are expected for our Thursday morning. That's a look at 6 a.m. and continuing into 8 and 9 o'clock. Thereafter, sun and clouds for the area. We do thicken up the clouds a little bit by Thursday afternoon. It's going to be another chilly day with highs only in the 40s and breezy conditions conditions with occasional gusts to 20 miles per hour. And as promised, I wanted to show you a look into Friday as well, because we do start to thicken up the cloud cover, and we have another weather system. It's a slightly stronger low pressure system that's actually going to be bringing in snow to the area by Friday morning. Then we have temperatures that will be climbing throughout the day on Friday, so we're going to start to see that rain snow line creep in there. That's 11:30 a.m. Friday across the area in Allegheny County with a little bit of a mixed precipitation. So snow to rain throughout the day on Friday. You can always stay updated by downloading our Severe Weather Team 11 app. It'll bring you alerts right to your phone should any be issued, but more importantly, I think this time around, it'll be for you to track that rain and snow on our interactive radar. Tonight, it's going to be another cold one. We're going to fall right back down into the 20s with 27 degrees, winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with rain and snow showers. Here's your morning planner, and aside from a few flurries, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds as the sun comes up. Mid-40s to low 40s across the board for us tomorrow, with 44 in Washington and 43 in Greensburg. And here's a check of the 5-day forecast. We have that evening rain and snow for us today. Flurries around Thursday morning, otherwise sun and clouds, 45 on Thursday. A little bit of a breeze today and tomorrow, by the way. We head into the end of the week. I showed you snow coming in for Friday morning, changing to rain as the temperatures climb into the lower 40s in the afternoon on Friday, about 42. Notice your overnight lows in the upper 20s and low 30s across the area. We go into Saturday, and there could be some rain and snow around, especially in the morning. Our model data is kind of going back and forth on keeping it dry or bringing that rain and snow in, but play it safe right now and have that in the forecast for early Saturday. Otherwise, as far as getting outside over the weekend, Saturday may be the pick day, especially in the afternoon. However, Sunday is going to be the warmer of the two. We're looking at high temperatures close to 60 degrees, and our latest model data does show a few spotty showers around.
Have you posted your senior photo on Facebook in support of this year's high school seniors? Well, you might want to think twice about what you post.
Johnson here, hoping you are safe and you're well.
Our worlds have been completely turned upside down.
But it's important to remember and note the beauty in people and in nature.
Enjoying time you have with your family.
Be thankful for your blessings because they give us so much hope.
But we're going to get through this. We're Pittsburghers.
It is your strength that keeps our city going.
We will be stronger for it.
Keep the faith.
And remember,
we're in this together. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
If you want to be part of the latest trend and post your senior photo on Facebook, The Better Business Bureau is warning you to be careful. There's a new push to get people to post their own senior photo on Facebook to support the class of 2020. But experts say be careful because it could give away answers to common security questions, maybe a sport you played in high school or your school name. So think before you post and review your security settings to protect yourself.
This is about Cedar Point. If you have a season pass, you don't have to worry about when the park is opening because all 2020 season passes will be good for the rest of this year and will be extended through next year. Here at home, Kennywood has delayed the start of its season. The park was scheduled to open May 2nd. Still no word on when opening day will actually be. When the park finally does open, you will once again be able to ride the Old Mill. The park shared the ride's new logo on Monday. The Old Mill replaces Garfield's Nightmare.
A hip-hop group with Pittsburgh ties is using a new video for its debut single, Celebrate, to send an important message. The group Grown Folks shot the video, directed by Ime Alukwifa, throughout the city. It shows the group traveling to different neighborhoods, doing random acts of kindness.
And I've never really seen so many people want to share this type of project before. Because of the message that's in it.
I'm gonna pay for her.
In the video, the group pays for people's groceries and their gas and donates food to the Light of Life rescue mission.
That is all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock.
Thank you for watching. Be safe and stay healthy.
I just wanted to send out a big thank you to
the nurses and the doctors.
To everyone who's working on the front lines.
For all of the volunteers at the food banks.
Thanks to those who stocked the shelves.